This is the third lecture in this series, Multithreading in Java. In this lecture, we will learn about how to use runnable interface to create a new thread and how to use it to run a new thread. In the previous lectures in this series, we have learned about the basics about thread and how to create a new thread using the thread class. So let us start and check the differences between the two methods. As you can see, I have already created a new thread class which implements this runnable interface. So let us try to understand what this runnable interface exactly is. As you can see in the runnable interface code, it is a functional interface and it only provides one abstract method named run. So if you are familiar with the concepts of the functional interface which was introduced in Java 8, you must know that all the interfaces which are marked with the annotation function interfaces are function interface, and all the interfaces which have only one abstract method is called function interface. Now let us try to run the same demos as we did for the previous lecture in which we started with the thread class. So initially we will check whether parallel execution is happening or not. After that I will provide you a different way of using the thread by creating the runnable using lambda, and in the third method we will check how to block the parent thread's execution until the child thread's execution get completed. Now if you can see that how this check parallel execution method will work is, inside check parallel execution we will create a thread object, and in the constructor of the thread object we will pass an instance of the runnable interface that we created in here. So let us begin with this code. I am using IntelliJ as the ID as I used before. So as you can see, when we executed this code, what happened is firstly this line was printed. In this line you can see the thread ID is 1. It means that my main thread's ID was 1. After that this method check parallel execution was called. In the check parallel execution we created the thread class and provided the runnable interface, and we called thread.start. In the thread.start, this run method of the runnable is called. JVM takes care of creating a new thread and calling the run method of this runnable interface. Inside this we put the current thread to sleep for 2000 milliseconds. Then as you can see, because the current thread was sleeping and also the main thread doesn't have anything else to do, the main thread's execution reached its final line. So you can verify that even actually a different execution path was created, basically a different thread was created. Inside this we verified that checking thread meta in 2 inside this, and it is the thread ID inside this run method is 11. So as you can verify that initially the main thread's ID was 1 and the child thread's ID is 11, and after that child thread execution completed is printed. Now let us see that if you have to inside in this, as you saw that if you have to create a thread you had to create a new class and then you had to implement the run method. Now every time you need to create a thread in a enterprise application, you can't go and create a new class. It will be you will have an overflow of classes situation. So for that the better way is to create a runnable you can simply use lambda. So to do that we will check the next execution. As you can see, if I comment this out and I uncomment this, so in the method check parallel execution with lambda, what I did was I created a thread class, and in the parameter, rather than going and creating a new thread 1 object and then writing the runnable definition separately, I just used lambda to provide the runnable's run method's definition in here and then call the thread.start. A similar execution path will take place. Yeah, so as you can see, what we did was initially main thread got executed, its ID was 1, then we called the check parallel execution with lambda. In that this thread.start got called. In the thread.start this got printed, checking thread meta in 211, and 11 is the thread ID of this thread. As you can see, the main thread got completed before the child thread. Now we will check how to make the parent thread wait until the child thread's execution is completed. So basically, as I taught you in the previous lecture, using the join method we will do this. So inside this check join method, what we will do is we will put the thread to sleep. After that, we will just simply call the thread.start and then thread.join. So if we run the demo, yeah, so as you can see, initially this line was printed, meta in 1 and thread id is 1. After that we went to the check join method. Here this line is printed, main thread execution waiting for child thread to complete. After that, since we call start, now the run method of this lambda got executed. Inside this, after the sleep got executed, we printed checking thread meta 2 and the ID of the thread got printed as 11. After this, the thread execution was complete. So after this, the thread.join uh, got completed, and so main thread execution completed was printed, and then main thread execution reached final line was printed. So as you can see, the parent thread's execution was blocked until my child thread's execution got completed. So I hope this lecture was good enough to make you understand how to create a new thread using runnable interfaces, and now you know how to uh, use lambdas to create new runnables. If you like this video, please subscribe this channel and give a thumbs up in the video, and do share it with your friends. It will be a big help. Thank you.